All right, let's get right into it. We're going to talk about your LinkedIn profile, but not just any profile. We are building your blueprint for 2026. This isn't about just dusting off your old job titles. Oh no. This is about turning your page into an absolute magnet for the career you actually want. So let's get it done. I want you to really let this sink in. In today's job market, recruiters aren't just sifting through a giant pile of resumes anymore. They're finding you on LinkedIn first. Your profile has become the gatekeeper. It's the very first test. And honestly, if you don't pass it, that amazing resume you spent hours on might never even see the light of day. And look, this isn't just a gut feeling. A massive 72% of companies are actively using LinkedIn to find and hire people. It's not just some networking site you check once a month. It's the main arena, the primary battlefield for talent. If you're not playing the game right on LinkedIn, you're pretty much invisible to most employers out there. So that brings us to the big question, the one you've got to ask yourself right now. Is your profile actively pulling in recruiters and screaming your value from the rooftops? Or is it just kind of sitting there, maybe a little outdated, and possibly even pushing opportunities away? We're going to fix that. Let's start with the very first thing a recruiter lays eyes on. You have about 5 seconds. Seriously, that's it. 5 seconds to make an impression. And it all happens right at the top of your profile. We're talking your photo, your banner, and that all-important headline. Let's break down how to master each one. Let's just start with a simple, mind-blowing fact. Profiles with a professional photo get up to 21 times more views. Read that again. This is non-negotiable. Having no photo, or worse, a bad one, is the fastest way to have a recruiter scroll right past you. You absolutely need a great photo. And getting a great photo is so much easier than you think. You don't need to hire a pro. Just find some good, natural light and stand in front of a simple background. Make sure your face takes up most of the frame. About 70% is a good rule of thumb. And please, no party pics, no blurry selfies. Here's a pro tip. Use a free tool like remove.bg. It uses AI to instantly wipe out your messy background and give you a clean, professional look. Easy. Okay, now for the most underrated piece of real estate on your entire profile, the banner image. Most people just leave this blank. Don't do that. This is your personal billboard. It's this huge space where you can visually show off your brand, your key skills, your passion. Seriously, you can jump on a free tool like Canva, they have tons of templates, and create something amazing in just a few minutes. Just look at the difference here. Software engineer is fine. It's a fact. But the after version, that tells the story. It's packed with keywords recruiters are actually typing into their search bars. Python, AWS, machine learning. Your headline isn't just your job title, it's your personal SEO strategy. It is literally how you get found. Okay, so you've nailed that first impression. You've hooked them. The recruiter is intrigued, and they start to scroll down. This is where they get to your story. This is where you go beyond just keywords and really show them who you are and what you're capable of. Think of your About section as your personal elevator pitch. You want to hit them with the key stats right up front. Years of experience, what you're doing now. Then list your top skills and the tools you use. Make sure you highlight 1 or 2 of your biggest wins. And wrap it up with what you're looking for next. And please write in the first person. This is your story, so let us hear your voice. Now for your experience section. There's this little secret weapon, a formula from a former big shot at Google that transforms a boring job duty into a powerful achievement. It's simple. Accomplished X as measured by Y by doing Z. This little trick forces you to focus on the result, the data, and the action you took. You know, the 3 things recruiters actually care about. And let's see this in action, because this is a game changer. Responsible for social media posts. Okay, what does that even mean? But grew engagement by 45%? Now you're talking my language. That tells me you made an impact. Same for the developer. Don't just tell me what you did, tell me what that thing achieved. Numbers and data are the language of business, and they make your profile impossible to ignore. Okay, so your story is compelling. Now we gotta make sure the right people can actually find it. And this means you're playing a 2-part game. You have to optimize your profile for LinkedIn's computer algorithm and for the human recruiters using it. This whole thing boils down to keyword optimization. Sounds a little technical, but it's really just about strategically sprinkling the right words and phrases throughout your profile, in your headline, your summary, your experience, so that you pop up at the top of a recruiter's search. So how do you find these magic keywords? It's actually super simple. Go find a few job descriptions for roles that you'd love to have. Copy all the text from the responsibilities section, then paste it into a free word cloud generator online. The biggest, boldest words that pop up, boom, Those are your keywords. Now go weave them into your profile naturally. Now let's talk about the skills section. LinkedIn lets you add up to 50 skills. And my advice? Use every single one of those 50 slots. Max it out. This is like fuel for the LinkedIn algorithm. But, and this is a big but, for the humans reading your profile, you need to pin your top 3 most relevant skills right at the very top. That gives you the best of both worlds, maximum visibility for the machines and instant clarity for the recruiter. So, you've made some great claims about your skills and your impact. Awesome. Now you've got to prove it. This is where something called social proof comes in. It's all about using LinkedIn's built-in features to build trust and validate everything you've said. Okay, endorsements are the quick one-click thing your friends do. They're good for the algorithm for sure, but recommendations are pure gold. A short paragraph from a former boss or happy client talking about your impact, that is incredibly powerful for building trust with a real person. Try to get 2 or 3 of these. They really do make a huge difference. And remember, don't just tell, show. Use that featured section to pin your best stuff. A link to your portfolio, a project you're super proud of, maybe an article you wrote. And don't forget to fill out all those other sections: certifications, awards, projects. Every single entry is another piece of evidence, another proof point that you are the real deal. All right, your profile is now fully optimized. It's a work of art, but a great profile that just sits there is a huge missed opportunity. The final, crucial piece of the puzzle is to become an active player on the platform. You need to turn your static page into a dynamic engine for opportunity. And listen, this doesn't have to take over your life. We're talking 15 minutes a day. That's it. Start by just engaging with other people's posts. Leave a thoughtful comment on something a leader in your field shared. Then post something of your own. Finally, send out a few strategic, personalized connection requests. Consistency is everything here. And when you do post, you want to be strategic. Carousels, those little swipeable PDFs, they get amazing engagement because they keep people on your post longer. Always start with a strong hook, a punchy first line that makes people want to click that see more link. And end your post with a question to get people talking in the comments. Then reply to every single comment. It feeds the algorithm. And now for the final critical step. You gotta flick the switch. Go into your settings and activate the Open to Work feature. You can set it so only recruiters can see it. This is so important. It basically puts a giant flag on your profile in LinkedIn's recruiter tools, massively increasing the odds you'll get contacted directly for relevant jobs. And that's pretty much it. You've done it. You've transformed your profile from just a passive digital resume into an active, optimized, powerful magnet for your next career move. You've told your story, you've proven your value, and you've put up a giant sign that says you're ready for what's next. So the only real question left is, who's going to be the first to find you?